They're getting ready to play the national anthem. We're getting ready to go. We got to get us through.
Okay. Murph, you're right in the...
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay. Hey, you might have an interview with Lee Meisner here in not too long.
We're not going to have time to do that.
Oh, in the middle of the game sometime.
Okay. We're going with the national anthem here, Mike, so I don't know what you're doing. What are we at, Mike?
Playing the intro.
We're playing our intro now? Okay.
Yep. Oh, thank you for telling me.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you got to keep communicating with us.
Okay.
All right.
Intro's only next. Are we going to be good?
I don't know. I don't know where Mike is in the intro.
12 seconds.
12 seconds left?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Just go ahead and go. Alright, 5 seconds. Mike's up.
And welcome to Friday Night Lights. There's not a lot of lights on yet, as we've got a beautiful sunshine out as we're finishing up the national anthem here. As the Sterling Tigers are going to be taking on the Harrison Panthers from Colorado Springs in the first game of the season on the home turf tonight. Not sure if we're getting through because I have nothing coming over my mic here. So we have some technical things going on here to start with. I'm not sure that we're up on the radio side, but I'm going to keep talking anyway. As the Sterling Tigers, coming off a 4-6 season, are going to be playing the Panthers tonight. Coming in, Panthers are 3A, and Sterling playing in the 2A Patriot League this year. Sterling 4-6 last year. The Panthers finishing up 7-3 last year in their league down there in Colorado Springs, as the captains are going out to the coin toss to see how we're going to start this off. The 3A Southern League that the Panthers play in: Pueblo Central, the Classical Academy, Harrison, Pueblo East, Pueblo County, and Sierra. The Sterling Tigers in the 2A Patriot League will be playing Eaton, University, Platte Valley, Valley, Brush, Fort Lupton, and Strasburg this year, as they have changed leagues. As I have with me tonight, I think doing color is going to be Cole Honstead. Cole, are you in there?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Oh, I cannot hear you at all.
Whoa, hey, we had something going there, but we're trying to figure out some technical stuff.
So I can't hear anything. We've got the coin toss getting ready at midfield. We'll get on to our starting lineups for tonight. Our pregame, you got a plan for the game brought to you by Nelson Financial. The plan for your retirement, visit with Joel at Nelson Financial, 206 Main Street in Sterling. Better to plan and not need it than to need it and not plan. The starting lineup. The starting lineup for the Harrison Panthers on offense: number 7, the quarterback, Todd Wall. Number 5, Andre Peppers, is a wide receiver. Number 8, Anthony DeShazer, wide receiver. Number 20, Demetrius Graves, a running back. Number 23, at wide receiver, Jordan Gilchrist. At number 30, Matt Davis is a running back. At running back, Darius Graves, number 40. On the offensive line, number 52, Lawrence Wells. Number 72, Stephen Barrett. Number 74, Devon Strover. Number 75, Raimundo Torres. Number 79, Sean Gonzalez. And for your Tigers tonight, starting on the defensive side of the ball, at cornerback, number 5, James Skurgenik. At the other side, cornerback, number 22, Kyle Weingart. At free safety, number 13, Brendan Diaz. At strong safety, number 2, Ethan Rose. linebacker number 11, Avery Stutzman. At linebacker, Connor Carey, number 15. Also at linebacker, number 85, Jordan Jackson. Cody Leachman, number 36, filling the 4th linebacker spot. Defensive tackle will be Brent Gilland. Nose tackle, Lyle Koch. And defensive end, Matt McNair. Those are your starting lineups tonight. Cole, as the Tigers will be receiving the ball to start off on your radio dial tonight. To start off, the Tigers are going to be going left to right on your TV screen as we are on chassa.tv tonight, also on coloradopreps.tv.
Correction, Mike, that'll be right to left.
Right to left. Did I say left to right?
You said left to right.
Well, you know, I'm dyslexic only in 3 ways.
It's early in the season. We'll figure it out.
And once we get all these technical things figured out, we're doing going to be online this year and doing DVDs of the game every night. As Harrison gets ready to kick off, they'll be going left to right. And this is getting ready to go underway. The first kick is going to be to the sideline, and it'll be picked up on the far sideline coming back towards the middle for the Tigers. Going to get about 4 or 5 on the return.
That was James Skrujanic.
Yeah, it was James. He got it at about the 10, picked up about 5 to the 15. Tigers will have first down and 10. Tigers running that same pistol offense that they ran last year. And for the last few years, Brendan Diaz will be in the backfield as we have a stoppage of play right off as they're changing footballs. Want to make sure that the Tigers have the football on the field that they're going to use. So the Tigers will come out in the pistol offense. A little not sure what's going on as they're waiting. The referee talking to the Sterling Tigers. I'm not sure what the huddle is about. And now we're ready. Tigers will break huddle.
I got to call back in.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry for our technical difficulties, folks, as we got kicked off there for a second. No pun intended. As the Sterling Tigers will start off with the ball on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. The first whistle is an offsides call against Harrison, so the Tigers will start 1st and 5 with the ball sitting on their 25-yard line. A pass and first down. Diaz airs it out, comes to Carey on the outside and broken up. A great play on the outside. That was number 5, Andre Peppers, the defensive back for Harrison. A nice job as Peppers was with him step by step.
And that was a great defensive play to get in front of Carey and make sure that he got in good position to knock that ball away.
Yeah, Carey almost playing defensive back there at the end just to knock it away and keep the interception from happening. Tigers in the pistol offense, one back behind Brendan. He's going to fake, roll to the right side, has time, throws in a great pattern and caught at about the 35, picking up 7 more. That'll be a first down as Jackson got the pass at about the 35. He picks up about 7 after. It could be about the 42-yard line. So the first 2 plays from scrimmage from the Tigers, both pass plays, Cole, and both of them are pretty much on target. The first one just a great defensive play. The second one wide open was Jackson.
That was a great job by Jackson just to look that ball in and make sure that he caught it before he ran and got a few extra yards after the catch.
Diaz in the pistol. Jackson in motion, going to hand off this time up the middle. Cody Leachman going to pick up the first down and then some. About 13, 14 yards right up the middle. Cody Leachman, just a powerhouse. What a beautiful scene, Cole, looking over there. The sunset getting ready to happen on the far side. A beautiful night for football here in Sterling, Colorado.
As that was, huge hole that Cody could run through, and he just ended up powering his way in, and first down plus.
Ball going to be setting at the 44-yard line of the Panthers. Tigers in Panther territory. The Big Cats playing tonight. Diaz going to pass. Looks left and goes back right. A little bubble screen on the far side. That's going to pick up the first down, or right at the first down marker. They're going to cut the clock and see if he got it. Weingart, nice job.
Kyle Weingart, great athlete. Got him out on that little quick bubble screen, got in behind some blockers, turned it up in towards the middle of the field, just broke it up and picks up the first down.
So the Tigers have moved the chains a couple times now in this first drive. Good to see that starting the season. They'll break huddle, 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near side. Slot back with the handoff inside to Leachman. He's got another big hole. He pounds his way forward for 5, maybe 6.
That's what you like to see out of your running back, is 4, 5, 6 yards per carry.
Gotta love that on first down when you're looking at second and a long 5. Nice to pick up 4 or 5 yards on first down every time. Glad you're joining us tonight on KSTC. I'm Michael Murphy alongside Cole Honstead. We're also on Chassa.tv and on Colorado Preps TV if you're streaming online. Diaz puts Jackson in motion. The Tigers moved on the interior line. I don't know who it was. Flags everywhere. Yellow hankies on the field.
Line for Sterling, not as big as some in the past, but you got to work with what you got. But these kids, very good in size to help this Tiger offense get rolling.
Unfortunately, that procedure penalty going to bring everything back off that nice run by Leachman, and the Tigers are looking at a 2nd and 11 as they come to the line. Diaz has a receiver carry, split to the near side, 2 to the far side. Jackson in motion. They're going to hand it to Jackson on the end around. He's got a blocker in front, going to pick up the first down and some. Going to get down to about the 22-yard line. Big run. Picks up about 13.
That was a very good play by Jackson to turn the corner, follow his running back Leachman out of the backfield, and then cut it upfield before being brought down by the safety for Harrison.
Tigers move the chains again. First down and 10 on the 23-yard line. First drive of the season. Want to see some points. Little screen again to the far side. Nice pass on the outside. That's going to pick up 5, 6, maybe 7. Let's see where they mark it. Kyle Weingart again on the outside. He caught it about 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to give him 7 on the catch, so it'll be 2nd and 3. Nice little 7-yard pickup there. And Brendan Diaz has looked crisp in his throwing effort so far, Cole.
Yeah, and I got to give some credit to the Harrison cornerback and Jordan Gilchrist, because he came off another receiver off a block and ended up getting that tackle.
We got an equipment problem, and they are sending.
Ethan Rose.
Ethan Rose going to be coming to the sideline.
And that'll put Weingart back out on the slot, or as the far receiver.
Yep, they're going to have him split far to the right, carry to the left side. Jackson in the slot. Diaz going to roll to his left. He just threw it away. As the receiver, they were going to try a little screen, and the slot receiver, who was Avery Stutzman, got caught in the fracas in the middle of the field. They were going to try a little screen to the left side, and wisely Diaz just puts it in the turf.
And that was a tough play as Stutzman just got caught up in the rush and just kind of fell down, didn't get a chance to get back up before Diaz had to get rid of it.
That'll bring up a 3rd and about 3. The Tigers want to move the chains here again. Jackson in motion, and I'm not sure whether we moved or not, but number 45, which is that's Jason Sims on the defensive line, came across, and no, it is encroachment. So the Tigers going to pick up the first down on a penalty and move the chains.
And that's a good way to do it for the Tigers is if you don't have to worry about running a play and you get a first down, that's better for your offense.
Exactly. That'll bring up a 1st and 10. The ball going to be sitting right on. Well, no, it's inside. They're not going to have the change, just the box, as it's inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Tigers with 8:24 left here in the first. Looking to throw. We got flags going to the corner just out of the outstretched arm of Carey in the corner. Could not make the catch, but we got yellow hankies all over the field.
And that's not good when you see one in the backfield and on the near side where the play was.
So they're going to call a motion penalty on the Tigers. That'll back them up 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll replay the down. 1st and goal from the 15-yard line. Tried to throw the corner route, the fade to Connor Carey in the near side corner of the end zone, and just over his outstretched arms. It would not have mattered, as the procedure penalty going to back him up 5. So they'll come to the line, 1st and goal from the 15. Brendan Diaz about 3 yards deep in that pistol short shotgun set. 2 backs this time. They hand off, and Leachman's got a pretty good hole. He's going to make up the 5 yards of the penalty and then about 3 or 4 more. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 6-yard line. So give him 9 yards on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 6. Quickly, the Tigers back to the line. Two backs behind him again. Hand off to Leachman. This time Harrison sniffs that one out. Going to pick up maybe 3.
And Darius Graves, the linebacker out of Harrison, did a good job of picking the hole that Leachman was going to go through and just stood him right there and waited for some help.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down. The ball just outside the 3, between the 3 and 4. 3rd and goal. 2 receivers to the far side. That's Jackson and Weingart, I believe. Nope, Jackson and Rose. And a timeout going to be called by Harrison as they want to talk it over. The Panthers want to talk things over, and the Tigers going to come to the sideline. And Cole, we seem to have got the glitches worked out.
I think we did right now. As this has so far been a good drive for Sterling.
Tigers got the ball on the 15-yard line to start this drive and have marched it right down the field, helped by 2 penalties, but they shot themselves in the foot on a penalty, but they've worked it well and a good mixture. Cody has run the ball well up the middle, and Diaz has found his targets in the air, and a good mixture by the Tigers so far.
It has been, and Diaz, I like the way this kid throws the ball right now.
You know, these kids have had to bide their time. They've had to play since they were sophomores, freshmen, and now are upperclassmen, and are now seeing the benefits of all of that work. Tigers back out of the timeout. Panthers are lined up. We're ready to go here. It's going to be 3rd and goal. The ball just outside the 3-yard line. The ball ready for play. Diaz has him in the pistol offense. Jackson on the left side this time in motion. Fake. He's going to come this way. He's got it himself. Going to take it. Dives. Touchdown, Brendan Diaz. Diaz faked to the right side and came back on the naked bootleg to the near side. Just dove between the 2 defenders into the end zone, and the Tigers score first.
And that's what you like to see coming out of a timeout, is a play one play, touchdown.
That's exactly what the Tigers ordered, as they take the ball on the first possession and drive right down Brendan Diaz with a 3-yard run. And Diaz to kick the extra point. He's the all-go-to guy tonight. Oh, the block as the ball was kicked low into the line, and so the kick fails. But the Tigers march right down the field, Cole, on their first possession of the year and score a touchdown.
And that's what you like to see. Love to see it, because if they can do that and they can just keep on rolling, and then that will take less pressure off the defense and give your offense a little more confidence to go down and score again.
Exactly. Defensively, the Tigers struggled a little bit last year. And it's going to be an interesting crew out there this year. And they're going to be tested, I think, early. We were watching our cameraman tonight giving you all the video feed tonight and doing a great job. Roger Hosey and I were watching the warm-up, and the Panthers say they run a flex and basically a wishbone offense, which would mean you'd see a lot of running. But the thing they basically worked on in warm-up was the pass. So I guess we'll see. Coach Al Mello for the Panthers told me that they basically just play smash-mouth football. They run a flex bone or a wishbone that's been modified. And they do have some big boys over there.
They do. I've looked at their roster just a little bit, and they got some big kids.
Yes, they do. Got to tell you, Cole, it was pretty. I just love going down on the sidelines before the game and seeing David Spooner down there.
David Spoon, a longtime manager of the Sterling Tigers. Gotta love it.
I tell you what, he's the biggest Tiger fan there is. Ball going to be kicked and picked up about the 10-yard line, and then they're going to hand off. Little reverse, doesn't fool the Tigers. Great coverage. As the Tigers get down there, they tried to run a little reverse, did the Panthers. DeShazer had the return, got it at about the 10-yard line, and got out to just past the 15. They're going to mark it at the 17, 18-yard line. So the Panthers will take over at the 18-yard line, their first chance to score some points tonight, and we'll see what the Sterling defense comes up with as the Panthers come out with wide receivers to the far side and the near side. The handoff on the inside, and the Tigers' defensive line, all that in a bag of chips. Wow, McNair in there. He comes out excited. Nice job by the Tigers' defense.
And that's going to be a tackle for a loss for Matt McNair. I got to say, I was excited when Ben said I could come do Sterling football. Not only is this my alma mater, but I've known a few of these kids between them growing up, babysitting them, going to school with their older brothers and sisters, and now I get to watch them play in high school, and it's a treat.
Handoff this time on the inside. Nice job on the flex and then cutting it back, Johnson, and he's going to pick up about 8 on the play. That's going to bring up a third down and about a
ball and a half.
Not much. Actually, they're going to cut it, and look at this. He picked up 11. I thought they had him down before that, but they're going to say he picked up the loss that he had before plus 10, and they're going to actually bring this in for the measurement. While he's doing that, the Tigers up 6-0 with 6:24 left in the first. That look at the scoreboard brought to you by your local associate Aflac representatives Bob Mullender and Daryl McCormick. Get the protection you need to stay ahead of the game. Call 522-2309.
I gotta love the duck noise.
There goes the duck. There he is, right on top of the goalpost down there. They did get enough for the first down, so the Panthers moved the chains. So after a great stop on first down, the Tigers give up 11 on that second down play. It was just a flex run to the near side, and they picked up and pushed out the defensive end enough to get inside of him and got the linebacker sealed in. Oh, and we've got somebody is in the neutral zone as the line judge is going to come across. He's already got his flag out. I'm not sure who was in the neutral zone. They're going to say the right guard for the Panthers lining up in the neutral zone. So that's going to move them back 5, bring up a 1st and 15. The ball was sitting on the 28-yard line. So it'll move him back to the 23-yard line, 1st and 15 on a gorgeous night here for Sterling football. Just a slight breeze, the sun going down behind the clouds, and a beautiful sunset in the west. And the lights are on here on Friday Night Lights here in Sterling, Colorado. Down to the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. In motion, they're going to run the flex to up the middle this time, hand off to the fullback. That was Johnson. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3. Jackson with the tackle for the Tigers. That'll bring up a 2nd and a long 11 as the Sterling Tiger defense trying to hold here on the Panther first possession and get the ball back and go down and score again.
The defense holding up pretty well against this run. They've given up one huge run so far, but it wasn't really that big.
They're going to run that again to the near side. Tigers have it sniffed out, but a nice job in keeping his legs moving was number 20, Demetrius Graves. And Graves going to pick up about 7, 8, 9. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9. That'll bring up a 3rd.
About 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. So a nice run by Graves puts them in decent position on 3rd down as they were looking at long yardage. Just kept his legs a-churning. The Tigers had him in the backfield and missed tackles.
Got to wrap up, make sure. Coach Bowder and Coach Buzmeni big on form tackling, wrapping up, and making sure you are solid.
The handoff going to be, no, the quarterback going to keep it, and he looks like he has the 1st down. Nice job on, like I said, Todd Wall going to come out and run that flex bone. He fakes on the initial belly fake up the middle to the fullback and kept it around the far end. Snuck it up inside the defensive end and just barely picks up the 1st down, but they move the chains again. Couple of long sustaining drives so far by each squad, and we're down to the 4-minute mark here in the first period and only 1 possession on each side. Ball going to go to the far side this time. Big hole. Going to get around the end. Could go. He's got the end. He's got the side, and he is going to go the distance. Darius Graves went around the far side. The ball starting on the 39-yard line. That is a 61-yard touchdown run for the Panthers as he went around the far side, the left side of the line. The end got pushed out. The linebacker got shoved inside, and he was off to the races.
And that's a huge play for the Harrison Panthers.
"61 yards down the far sideline. And the kick is good. So the Tigers find themselves trailing as they came out, got the ball, marched it right down, and scored. And we're not doing too bad, but they give up the big play, and that's one thing you cannot do is give up that big play. And especially on a run like that, you might see that sometimes, you know, a receiver will get behind somebody, but that was just a straight run, flex to the basically a stretch play to the far side, and the Tigers just didn't get out there.
And that's one thing you got to do is you make sure that you have outside containment against a team like Harrison that has these fast running backs and receivers.
I thought he might have it when he hit the corner there, but I didn't know if one of the Sterling backs would catch him, and there was just no way. He had too much speed down the sideline.
The best angle was by Weingart, who was about 40 yards away on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly. Harrison to kick. And again, like on some of these schools, you see some athletes doing a lot of things. The quarterback Walls is going to be the kicker for Harrison. He only has about a 3-yard drop. They kick it to spots. They don't kick it deep. They find a spot they want to kick it to. Skurjanik and Weingart deep for the Tigers. Tigers trailing 7-6. This one going to go to the near side. Going to bounce once. Going to be picked up by Weingart at about the 20. Comes to the near side. Gets by one. Gets hit. There's a flag down as Weingart gets out to about the 33, 34-yard line. Out of bounds. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what we have. About the 35-yard line is where the ball is marked out. Talking to the referee, they're going to say an illegal block in the back by the Tigers. And the infraction took place about the 30-yard line. So if they accept that, they'll mark it back 10 yards from there. The Tigers would start about the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's a tough penalty to deal with early on in this game, and especially on a kickoff where there shouldn't be this kind of a penalty.
No, and it takes the Tigers out of good field position starting at the 35, now starting at the 20-yard line. Weingart going to go to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side, Carey and Jackson. The pistol offense set up. Diaz behind center, 3 yards deep. Jackson in motion to the far side. He's going to pass on 1st down. Little hitch route, throws it deep, has Carey and just. He had 2 steps on the defender. If that was on the money, Carey was off to the races. A little hitch route, a hitch and go. And Diaz throwing to a spot, and Carey just couldn't catch up to it.
That's a tough play for Carey to get to that ball. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That ball was in the air when Carey was only about 3 or 4 yards past the line of scrimmage. A timing route. 2nd down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Pistol formation, Jackson in motion. They're going to give it to him on the end around to that side. He's got the corner. No, he doesn't. Nice play by number 33 on the far side. That was Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson came out of nowhere. Thought Jackson had the corner. So a pickup of about 1 will bring up 3rd and 9. Tigers out of the huddle. Weingart split to this side this time. It's like they have Rose on the far side. Going to throw. Pass going to be a timing pattern down the far side. Oh! Just over the outstretched. Ethan Rose just over his outstretched hands. He again had a step on the defender. That'll bring up 4th down and 9 in the punting team coming on for Sterling.
And that's unfortunate, giving up a big touchdown run, and now you go 4 and out. That's not what you want to do as an offense, but give credit to the Panther defense.
Diaz does it all. He's the punter for the Tigers as well. That's going to be a little end-over-ender to the far sideline, kicking Coffin corner. Goes out of bounds about the 40-something yard line. We'll see where they mark it. About the 45-yard line. So the Panthers will take over in Tiger territory at the Tiger 45.5-yard line, 1st and 10, and see if that wishbone, flexbone offense can put some more points on the board. 2:51 left here in the first quarter. Tigers trail 7-6. Now look at the scoreboard, brought to you by Signal Graphics and the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center in Sterling. Your one-stop shop for all your printing needs, business cards, posters, flyers, and other signage for your business or event. Give Kelvin a call, 970-521-9000. Walls brings him out in the flex zone, going to keep it himself behind the defense. He goes right in behind the fullback, but the defense of the Tigers not fooled. McNear again on the tackle. Also in for the Tigers was number 74, Lyle Koch. And I'll tell you what, they put a whooping on Walls that time. I mean, they were there and put him down hard, but Walls picks up 1. That'll bring up a 2nd 9 ball right on the just inside the 45-yard line of Sterling. And a flag comes out on the far side. Not sure who was lined up in the neutral zone, but somebody was. It was the Tigers. Encroachment, they're going to move them 5 yards. Put the ball just inside the 40-yard line, and that'll help them out as it'll bring up only now a 2nd and about 4. You can't shoot yourself in the foot like that, Cole.
No, you can't, especially already giving up a quick running play that went 61 yards, and now you got to let your defense try to stop them and get the ball back once again.
Going to keep it again is Walls, and again the interior line of the Tigers right there, maybe going to get a pickup of a couple on forward progress. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 1. 3rd and a short 2 for the Panthers. Critical down right here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Cook on the tackle on the last play. Up the middle, handoff to the fullback. Tiger defense there strong. Don't give up the first down, but it's going to be close. It's going to be 4th and less than 1. Do you think the Panthers go for this? I think they do, Cole.
Might as well. I mean, you have control of this team right now. You've thrown only one time, and it's been just a quick screenplay.
So 4th and 1, a big down for the Sterling Tigers. They got to step up right here.
50 seconds here remaining in the first quarter.
Clock running at 48. Receivers to both sides, 1 yard to go for the first down. Going to hand off on the inside, come to the outside, Tigers sniff it out, and it's going to be a loss. Tigers defense comes up big. A loss on the play. Connor Carey, Rose was there, McNear was there. Tigers will take over on downs, and Cole, the defense, comes up big.
And I got to say, that was a great play by the Tiger defense, making sure that they get that outside corner and get outside contained, not let that running back in Graves get out there.
Well, that was a touchdown to the other side, 61-yard touchdown on that same play to the far side just on their last drive. Tigers will take over, ball on the 41-yard line. Fake, and he's going to throw. Diaz down the middle, and there was a little contact, but nothing there. Skurjanik was going down the middle. Nice job by Rawson from the Panthers on the defensive coverage. Tigers so far have shown that they're not going to be scared to throw the ball.
It's about 60-40 pass throw right now.
Has been, and you usually don't see that out of a Tiger team, but
I should say run throw, excuse me.
Diaz under center, going to hand off this time. I think that was Leachman. I'm not sure.
It was.
Nice job. Cody Leachman got it. Picks up about 6. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Johnson in on the tackle for the Panthers.
And we have 15 seconds remaining and going.
Don't think they're probably going to get another playoff, and they're not even going to try to get another playoff. So the first quarter going to come to the end. The Sterling Tigers went down on their first possession and scored a touchdown, missed the extra point. The Panthers answered with a touchdown of their own and got their extra point. So the Tigers trail 7-6 after the first quarter. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this. You're listening to Sterling Tiger Football on 1230 KSTC, also on Chassa.tv and ColoradoPreps.tv.
Whether you need an operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
All right, pump started. All right, 5 seconds, mic up.
Sterling Tigers will start off with the ball here in the second quarter. 3rd down and about 4. And more yellow hankies on the green turf. Dead ball, and they're going to say movement on the Tigers. I'll tell you what, this officiating crew likes to see their hankies out.
Their favorite color is black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Exactly. That'll move the Tigers back and bring up about a 3rd and 9. So whatever they had called going to change now. 3rd and 9, ball setting on the 42-yard line, 41.5, their own 41.5, as they try to get back into Panther territory. Diaz ready. He's going to throw. Goes on the in route. Oh, almost picked off as he overthrew Rose coming on the quick in on the slant. And it was overthrown, airmailed, and almost picked off by Andre Peppers. That'll bring up a 4th and 9. The Tigers punt team out again. Diaz, the first punt of the night for the Tigers.
Second punt.
And went on the coffin corner for about 30 yards. Let's see what he does on this one. This one down the middle, a little more hang time. Nice punt this time, fielded at about the 21 and muffed. Ball on the ground. Ball is on the ground and everybody's there. Let's see what happens. They're going to say Harrison fell on it. Andre Peppers dropped the ball, and the Tigers were right there, but Andre Peppers able to jump on it. So it will remain Panther football on about the 22-yard line. That was almost a turnover there, Cole.
That was a good job by the Tiger special team to come down the field and try to get on that ball as it went off the hands of the Harrison returner.
So the Tigers defense back out on the ball. Last time they forced the change of possession on 4th down, and the ball up the middle this time trying to get outside. I think that was Johnson. Yes, it was Andrew Johnson. Tiger defense pretty stiff. They give up 3. A lot of that on second effort. Jackson on the tackle as they tried to run that flex play again to the far side. They're running that flex bone and they're running that fullback up the middle a lot. Speaking of fullbacks, may get a chance to talk to a fullback that was on the roster with the Atlanta Falcons until about a week ago.
My former teammate.
Exactly.
All-American at CSU Pueblo, and Mr. Lee Meisner.
He is here tonight. Got a chance to talk with him before as the throw goes outside and off. It was airmailed to the far sideline, incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7. I got to talk to Lee a little bit before the game. He was down on the sidelines, and I'll tell you what, Lee was a big boy when he was here. But let's just say that college and the pros has beefed him up a little more. He looks like an animal, Cole.
He's a big kid.
He's a big kid. We'll know tomorrow, may get a call tomorrow and see if they're going to invite him back to be on the practice squad. Quick throw to the inside or the outside here on the near side. Nice job of making some Tigers miss. Going to pick up the 1st down. A nice job by Andre Peppers, the 6-foot senior. A little quick throw to the outside made 2 Tigers miss, and he picks up the 1st down. It'll be Panther ball on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
A good job by the Tiger defense to recognize where the play was going, but a better job by Johnson to make people miss.
It was a good job that Gillen got over here in time off the interior line to make that, because he made two guys miss on the outside, and when he cut it back in, Gillen was there to make the stop. Johnson going to take the ball up the middle this time. Stutzman with the tackle, pick up about 2. Going to bring up about a 2nd and 8. 10-14 left here in the first half. If you're just joining us, it's the Panthers from Harrison High School down in Colorado Springs on the south side of the Springs driving up here today for the opening game, the home opener for the Tigers. They're ahead, the Panthers are, 7-6, as Walls brings the Panthers to the line. Going to hand off on the inside. Tigers defense there, a swarm of them. Going to pick up maybe 1 or 2 was Demetrius Graves. They set up with one back behind Walls, and then the split back goes in motion and goes back into the backfield and becomes part of the play.
And it's really kind of the same offense that Sterling runs.
It is, only they run it from underneath center. I mean, Sterling runs a lot of the same type of play from a 3-yard shotgun snap.
Which is the pistol, if
which is
no one knows.
basically the pistol. I mean, it's just, they call it the flex bone, but it's almost the same offense, just with Walls under center. Receiver to the near side, one to the far side, the 3 backs behind him. He's going to throw this time, one of his only throws down the middle and wide open. I mean, nobody around him was number 40, Darius Graves, and he did not come up with it. The middle of the field, somebody had a blown coverage, because about 20 yards, 15 yards deep, right in the middle of the field, setting in that zone was Darius Graves and nobody near him. Luckily, the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, and the Harrison Panthers, for the first time tonight, going to have to punt. So Todd Walls, also like Brendan Diaz, is the punter.
He'll be kicking to Kyle Weingart for the Tigers.
Tigers almost got in there. Nice spiral punt, doesn't go very far to the far sideline, and the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at about the 37-yard line, their own 37. Punt of about 25 yards.
I was going to say a net of about 21 yards.
Yeah, about 21 yards. And it looked pretty, it just didn't go very far. So the Tigers will have their 3rd possession of the night, 4th possession of the night, with 8:53 here in the first half, trailing 7-6 on a gorgeous night out here at Tiger Field.
Butamus.
It is Butamus. In motion, handoff 2 rows, or no, that's Skrjanik coming to the near side. They stretch it out, do the Panthers. Skrjanik going to turn it up and maybe get a couple. Going to get about 3, going to get just right to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and about 7. They ran Skrjanik in motion and handed to him as he was coming through. Very similar to what the Panthers are running. Ball on the 40-yard line. Tigers 2nd and 7. Rose to the near side. Skrjanik and Connor Carey wide to the far side. High snap, handoff to Leachman. He's going to bull his way forward, still keeping his legs moving. Cody Leachman gets close to the first down with 2nd effort. I'll tell you what, he looks a lot like somebody else that we may talk to here in a little while back in his high school days.
Cody Leachman, good hard runner, and looks like he's around the 6-foot mark. I'll take a look at the, he's 6'1", 195. That's about the perfect running back size anymore in high school.
They're going to measure this, Cole. I thought it was quite a bit short, but they're going to come out and see what it is. I wanted to say it was a football length short at least. Yep.
And it is.
We're sitting right out. I mean, we're seeing it right from up here. It's right in front of us. And so going to bring up a 3rd down and about a football for the Tigers. They're on their own 46-yard line. Weingart going to come to the near side. Carey split to the far side. Also joining Weingart on the near side is Skrjanik. Skrjanik in motion. They're going to hand to him, and a little end around and a pass. It's a flea flicker. Carey throws it deep, wide open is Weingart. He got it, and he's going to be tackled immediately, but a huge play. That started at the 47-yard line, and they're going to tackle him at the 9. So picks up 41 plus 4 plus 3 for 44 yards. The handoff went to Skrjanik. He handed off to
Connor Carey,
who tossed it high in the air, and Weingart got under it at about the 10-yard line, tackled immediately. Leachman up the middle, keeps his legs bowling, forward, through, touchdown! He just kept moving. Cody Leachman, I'll tell you what, he got the ball at the, I guess it was the 13-yard line. I had him at the 9. He was at the 14-yard line when he got the ball. And he just kept his legs churning. A 14-yard touchdown for Cody Leachman right up the middle. Tigers going to go for 2.
Diaz splits out of the backfield. Skrjanik will go back into the shotgun. Gets away.
Yeah, Skrjanik in there. Skrjanik going to come to the near side. Throws it. Touchdown!
Throw it to Leachman.
Skrjanik got Leachman on the out route. And the Tigers have taken away that missed extra point on the first score and have put themselves on top 14-7 with 7:20 left here in the first half. And, of course, that look at the scoreboard is brought to you by Pete's Farmers Cooperative. It's your one-stop shop for fuel and propane contracts for 24-hour fuel whenever you're passing through. See Pete's Farmers Co-op in Pete's. And, Cole, that was pretty impressive.
That was a very impressive drive by the Tigers. A couple end-arounds, followed by an end-around reverse flea flicker throw down for 41 yards. Handed up the middle, give Leachman the ball. He pounds it in. Split out the quarterback, let her wide receiver take the snap, roll right, touch or end zone for 2-point conversion to the running back. Give the guy some credit. He scores a touchdown. Get him 2 more points.
Yeah, I think over the years you've kind of wondered. Pretty conservative. The Tigers have been pretty conservative in their play calling. That drive didn't have much conservative calls at all. The kick by Diaz going to be an onside kick. They could get it diving on the ball. I'm not sure the ball, it's on the ground. They're trying to figure it out. And what are they going to say? They're going to say Sterling ball.
That is a great onside kick by Diaz.
Diaz with the onside kick. I'm not sure it was planned. It looked weird. It just looked weird. The ball kind of spiraled down the thing, and the Tigers dive in there. It looked like the Panthers were going to fall on it. And the Tigers going to take over at the 45-yard line of the Panthers after the onside kick. And the Tigers back in business right after they scored the touchdown, Cole.
And that is a great job by both teams to get on that ball that squibbled all the way to the 50.
Diaz going to keep it himself this time. Going to pick up about 4. He was just trying to find a hole and follow some blockers. Nice job, picks up 4. I'm not sure whether it was a broken play or a planned play. But either way, pick up a 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6, ball sitting on about the 46-yard line. So the Tigers taking over on the onside kick at the 50. He's going to throw this time. Diaz across the far side, and it could be picked. Did it get picked? No, it falls to the ground. Connor Carey was having to play defensive back over there. And I'm not sure whether it was a miscommunication, whether he thought Carey was coming back to the inside or not. He threw it to the inside, but Connor Carey was outside.
It looked like Diaz just did not get enough under it and just underthrew it a little bit.
It looked like he was in a hurry. He didn't look like there was a lot of rush. It didn't look like he was in a lot of trouble, but it did look like he had a little happy feet and got rid of it early. Back in the pistol offense. Motion to the far side. Now resets. 3rd down and 6. Dropping is Diaz. Going to throw this time across the middle and picked this time by the free safety. Tigers going to get the tackle, but the free safety, number 12.
Hunter Rawson came out of nowhere.
Hunter Rawson was playing center field back there as a free safety. Came out of nowhere, caught the Diaz pass. So the first pick of the night for either side. And the Tigers' onside kick works well, but doesn't get them any points. As Diaz throws the interception with 6:29 left here in the first half. Tigers on top 14-7. The Harrison Panthers will take over with the ball sitting on the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. Receiver to the near side, one to the far side. The flex bone with 3 backs behind Walls, under center. Now the motion. Now the handoff to the motion man on the flex play to the far side. Tigers defense over there, but going to give up about 4 on first down. We'll see where they spot it. Demetrius Graves, the running back. Let's see where they got the spot. I think they're going to give him about 4, almost 5 on first down, and the Panthers will be happy with that all night long. Again, the flex bone. Walls hands to, and this time the Tiger defense in the backfield. That's going to be a lost goal of about 2 or 3 yards.
Graves had nowhere to go. As soon as he got the ball and made one step, the Tiger defensive line was through, and that's a tackle for a loss, 3rd and 8.
Led inside there by number 72, Matt McNair.
And there's going to be a timeout taken by Harrison.
Harrison taking the timeout with 5:23 left here in the first quarter. I'm sorry, the second quarter. You know, the first quarter went by so fast. What a beautiful night. I'm pretty impressed with the crowd we have up here for the opening night. Under the lights here. On a gorgeous night, the sky still somewhat lit up in the west on a beautiful sunset we're looking at. If you're just joining us, Sterling Tiger football tonight here on 1230 KSTC out of Sterling, Colorado. I'm Michael Murphy. My broadcast partner tonight up above me in the booth, having a great time, Cole Honstead, and also beside him up there, Roger Hosea on the camera. We are online, Chassa.tv and ColoradoPreps.tv, streaming live if you'd like to watch the action. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be 3rd and about 9. They backed up that first down play, and he's going to throw. Walls throws deep down the middle, has a man. Oh my gosh, a tip, and he catches it. Peppers off the tip. I didn't see who tipped it. I didn't see Cole who got his hand on it there for a second, but off of the Sterling Tigers, and Peppers catches it, a pickup of about 30.
It looked like Rose had come across and tipped it, and he just jumped a little too early.
So the pitch and catch from Walls to Peppers picks up about 30. The ball now sitting on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Graves, or a pitch to Graves to the far side, the old student body right. Sweep right, everybody go to the far side. And Graves run out of bounds, going to pick up about 3 on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
And Mike, I just talked to Lee Meisner out of that break, and he is getting ready to leave. So he said he will try to stop by the station here in the next week and talk to Ben during a crosstalk or something like that.
Oh, that'll be great.
And see if he can get that. But unfortunately, he'll not be joining us tonight. He's enjoying coming back and watching his alma mater play.
The handoff on the flex run to the near side. Tigers spread it out. Darius Graves, the one that had the touchdown dart, the far sideline, able to pick up about 6 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2 for the Panthers. Lee Meisner, as far as I know, the only Sterling Tiger to make it onto a professional squad.
I'm not sure. I can't tell you.
That I don't know for sure, but I think so. As he signed with the Atlanta Falcons, was cut last week, but is hoping to get on maybe the practice squad after the cut down to 53 today. Wall going to throw, and the ball, oh, there's a flag in the backfield as they're going to say McNair roughed the passer. That'll bring up a first down because they're going to say McNair roughed him. That'll be a personal foul and a first down. McNair trying to argue his case, but the official not taking any part of that. Personal foul, roughing the passer call. So that will give the Panthers from there half the distance. So the ball setting on the 16. It'll move it to the 8-yard line, 1st and 10.
That'll be a 1st and goal for...
1st and goal, and I tell you what, that's, you talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Not something the Tigers needed there as they lead 14-7 with 4:40 left here in the first half, and they just gave a gift to the Panthers. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Do the Tiger defensive players have what it takes to stand up here and keep him out of the end zone? Walls brings him to the line. Wide receiver split to the far end near side. The flex bone. Going to keep it. He's going to turn it up himself and get hit. Going to pick up 2 or 3, maybe get to the 5-4-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. He got smacked pretty hard there.
He got just inside the 5, so about the 4 3/4 line.
I was trying to see the wind blowing a little out here, and my papers are trying to fly all over. He got smacked by Brent Gillen. Brent Gillen with a nice tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and goal, ball on the 5-yard line. Panthers to the line. Walls under center, receivers split both sides. Going to keep it again and go up the middle. Going to fall forward. Going to pick up a couple. Should bring him Gillen on the stop again, along with Leachman.
Brent Gilliland, a very good sophomore, playing for Coach Bowder.
They're going to say that he picked up about 3 on that play. Going to be 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Clock running, 3:28 left in the half. Walls under center, the Tigers in their goal line defense. Walls going to hand off this time to the second back through. Tigers stand him up, but he gets on second effort into the end zone. Demetrius Grave on the far side was stood up and then leaned in, and on second effort got it across the plane. And the Panthers have cut it to 1 at 14-13. And they've got the tee on. Wall's going to try and kick the extra point and tie it up with 3:17 left here in the first half. They're getting set. The tee in. Down the kick up low. No good. And so the Tigers maintain the lead. They gave up the touchdown, but the Tigers maintain the lead 14-13 with 3:17 left here in the first half. Now look at the scoreboard. brought to you by your local Associate Aflac representatives, Bob Mullender and Daryl McCormick. Get to know Quack about Aflac, 970-522-2309.
I really wish I could do that.
Yes. The Tigers shot themselves in the foot right down here in the red zone and ended up giving up the touchdown, but the kick low and wide left. They maintain the lead 14-13 here. The Sterling cheerleaders down here with some nice routines. They've been doing a lot of tumbling moves and pyramids and come a long ways from what cheerleaders were back in my day.
Cheerleaders were exactly that back when Mike was in school. They were yell leaders.
Yell leaders. We didn't have all this fancy stuff.
Or yell captains, excuse me.
Yell captains. That was it. But they did a great job. I'm impressed by the Sterling student body at the volleyball game last night, the volleyball match, and then at the football game here today. The student body has stood the entire time. I'm impressed with that, showing their support. Kick to the far side this time. Going to bounce and be picked up on the far side. I want to say it's Weingart. He got a hole, got up quickly. He found a little hole and got up to the 42-yard line. That's one of the, I guess, dangers of kicking that short, high kick, is if the team on the receiving end gets a hole, which they did there. Weingart almost broke that, Cole.
And he breaks one tackle, he's off.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was just one guy that ended up getting around the legs of Weingart and bringing him down. If he sheds that tackle, he's gone.
Yeah, and that's going to be a great thing for Sterling, and Harrison not too happy. Handoff to Leachman on the inside, keeps his legs churning. He was caught in the backfield, and he pulls two players from Harrison across the line of scrimmage and picks up two.
2nd and 8 for Sterling. Both teams have used a timeout here in the first half.
They literally had him stop 2 yards short of the line of scrimmage, and he bowled his way forward for 4 yards. Made it a positive run for the Tigers. 2nd and 8, two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. He's going to throw. Diaz, nope, he's going to come to the near side. He's going to be tackled from behind. Great job on the far side. We know he has wheels. He has a 61-yard touchdown run already tonight, and that's Darius Graves.
Actually, it was his brother Demetrius that had the long run.
Was it Demetrius? I thought it was Darius.
There's two Graves. And
yeah, but I thought it was 40.
One wears 20 and one wears 40.
I thought 40 had the touchdown. That's what I have written down.
Oh, maybe it was.
I have Darius written down.
Oh, there's two of them, so one of them's going to get...
One of them got credit for that. Yes, they did. That loss, though, brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. Waits for the reset, and a whistle being blown. I'm not sure. Oh, we got to delay a game on the Tigers? Is that what we have? We do. Delay a game on the Tigers.
And that's going to push them back another 5.
So it makes it 3rd and 16. Going to have something special in the playbook for this one. That puts the ball on the Tigers' 35-yard line, 3rd and 16. Just some mental mistakes tonight by the Tigers that they want to eliminate. It is the first game of the season. Diaz with a quick throw to the near side. Jackson has it. I think we're going to get a holding call. Not sure. Going to pick up about 5-6 yards, but there's a hanky, and yes, holding call on the Tigers, or an illegal block anyway. So if they accept it, they'll replay 3rd down. If they decline it, it'll be 4th down where the ball sits on the Tiger 40-ish yard line. I would say they decline this here. They do decline it. That'll bring up 4th down and the ball about the Tiger 41-yard line. Brendan Diaz going to be forced to punt here with 1:31 left here in the first half.
And that's not good when you go back-to-back
Yeah, 3 and
possessions
out. Yeah, not
with
good.
punts.
Not good. Diaz has it. Nope. We got to have some more flags. I haven't been counting, but just way too many.
That was Chase Campbell on the near side to take a few steps back.
We'll try it again. Now the ball's sitting on the 36-yard line, 4th and 16. And that'll put Diaz to punt. He's standing on his own 25. Steps forward. Pretty decent punt. Gets his foot into it. Fielded at about the 23-yard line. Tigers in trying to get Peppers, but Peppers with a lot of moves and a lot of speed.
And there is a flag on the play on the near side of where the return was.
There's a surprise.
More laundry?
Yeah.
Man, I told you, laundry days are Tuesdays, Mike.
Tuesdays, not Fridays?
Ah, not Fridays.
We need to go tell these guys at halftime.
I guess.
Peppers picked up the ball at the 23-yard line and was pushed out of bounds on the far sideline at just about the 47-yard line, I'm sorry. So he picked up a 25. Coach Al Mello, not so mellow right now for the Harrison Panthers. I could hear him all the way up here, and he's on the far sideline. They call a hold 20 yards away from the play. That holding call was on this sideline. The play was on the far sideline, and that's what Coach Al Mello not happy about.
And you know what? They'll get you every time with it, too.
Every time. That'll back the ball up. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, starting at their own 27-yard line. 14-13, Tigers on top with just over a minute left here in the first half. Ball going to be handed off on the flex play, coming to this side, and this time nowhere for Darius to go. Darius Graves trying to follow his blockers, but the Tigers were there. Leachman was there. Corey was there. Trying to see who else was in on the tackle.
That's what Coach Busmeni likes to call the 9-5-9. 9 players, 5 yards within the ball, 90% of the time.
And that's what that was. That was the gang tackle right there.
Loss of 8 on the play.
That's never good in the stat sheet.
Negative plays are never good. Unless you're defensive.
Exactly. 23 seconds left in the half. Ball sitting on the 22-yard line. Ball up the middle. This time, Demetrius Graves with the handoff. He's going to pick up 3 or 4. Clock continues to run down to 5-4, and I think that's going to be your first half. And it is. Sterling Tigers going to take a 14-13 lead into halftime as the horn sounds to end the first half. We'll be back to talk about this first half and figure out what the Tigers may need to do in the second half right after this. You're listening to Sterling Tiger Football on 1230 KSTC, on Chassa.tv, and on ColoradoPreps.tv.
There's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time. Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all of our personal free checking and personal free collections. Serve up a whole lot of free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free pay, and more. When you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal. So if you want to bring back your free, apply today. Visit bankofcolorado.com and long live free.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, Teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
Certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
Playing sports our daily life baseball. We're not all prepared. That's why we have to
Get your DVD copies of the Adventures Theme live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Lyko, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. Don't forget you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with the purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.BigTimeSmallTown.com. There you can check out all the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Earl Brothers Discount Auto and
And welcome back to Tiger Field. The Sterling Tigers on top 14-13 here against the Harrison Panthers in the home opener. And Michael Murphy here sitting outside the booth on the bleachers here enjoying the crowd. Cole Honstead sitting inside the booth running the computer and the equipment in there. And Cole, Sterling Tigers have had their moments here in the first half.
They have, and I'm liking what I see out of this offense, out of Coach Bowder's offense. And so far, I'm liking the defense that Coach Buzmeni has put on the field as well.
You know, in the past few years, we've seen somewhat of a conservative play calling by the Tigers. Tonight, we've seen anything but a huge play on an end-around reverse flea flicker.
That was probably the most out of this playbook play I've seen out of Coach Bowder. I mean, I played for Coach Bowder for 4 years, and we never ran anything like that.
No, I just haven't seen it since I've been doing radio the past 7 years. I just haven't seen those kind of plays. Several plays that we just haven't seen. They've also put the ball in the air a lot tonight, and the Tiger defense has come up pretty strong tonight. The exception for the Tigers tonight is they've shot themselves in the foot with penalties at times.
That's the only thing that I've seen so far is they get a good drive going, and they turn around, and next thing you know, you're seeing yellow all over, just blanketing the field, either from a hold or an offsides or just illegal procedure.
Yes, the Tigers have stopped their momentum at least on 3 drives with penalties, and then gave a gift to Harrison in the red zone with a defensive penalty, roughing the passer on an incomplete pass on 3rd and 3, would have brought up 4th and 3, but a roughing the passer call gives them 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, and Harrison does get the ball in the end zone. They were unable to score the extra point, but the Tigers, with those penalties, if they had eliminated those penalties, this game could have been 21-7 or 21-6.
Yeah, I mean, that was the penalty on McNear on the roughing the passer. I think it was one of those that it's early in the season. You get those out of your system.
Yes, I agree. They just have to, it's the first, we're talking about, this is a non-league game. Tigers have 2 non-league games to start the season off. They have this one here, and then next Friday, I believe they play Silver Creek.
Mountain View.
Or Mountain View. They play Mountain View.
So they go from a 3A team in Harrison down in Colorado Springs to going to Loveland to play the number 1 ranked team in 4A.
Yes. And so, they're going to get some great experience in the first 2 games that are non-league, and then they go right into their league contest, and this year playing in the Patriot League. And the Patriot League, no slouches. They have some great teams.
Yeah, you got teams, you got Brush, you got Platte Valley, you got Erie, Eaton. You're going to have some good teams in that Platte Valley League. And, I mean, a lot of these teams are powerhouses in this league. You see Brush and Platte Valley year in, year out, the 2 of the top teams in 2A.
You see them always in the playoffs when it comes playoff time in November. This portion of the halftime show is brought to you by Signal Graphics in the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center in Sterling. Your one-stop shop for printing needs, business cards, posters, flyers, and other signage for your business or events. Call Kelvin, 970-521-9000. As the Sterling Tigers were able to come in and put a pretty good game plan together here in the first half, Cole. They take a 14-13 lead. We're going to take a break, send it back to the studio, and then we'll be back to talk a little more and have the start of the second half. Tigers on top, 14-13 here at Tiger Field. You're listening to Tiger Football on Chassa.tv, on ColoradoPreps.tv, and, of course, on 1230 KSTC.
All clear.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Erdl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 dwarves, 4 seasons, and 12 days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, the Arrow is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch. Find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. But what you really ought to find is your nearest Bureau store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these great iPhone deals end, get into the Arrow. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
One of the benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $26 million in patronage dividends. Call us if you want to be part of a local, member-owned and controlled cooperative that understands agriculture. We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage dividend program. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
Play for the our daily live baseball. We're not all prepared for online. That's why we have to
All right, 5 seconds, mic's up.
Welcome back to Tiger Field as the Sterling Tigers getting ready to go through the, what do you call that, the receiving line, Cole?
We just called it the tunnel.
The tunnel, as the Tigers going to be coming out here in a minute to warm up and get ready for the second half. The Tigers on top 14-13 over the Harrison Panthers. They had a nice drive. I talked to Coach Al Mello from down there, and he grew up in Miami. He said, you know, when I was playing football in Miami, we had 30 minutes to our farthest school to go to, and that was because of traffic. But he said when I was coaching down in Arizona, any league game was a 5-hour drive anywhere.
That's about what it is with here in Sterling. When we were playing in the Tri-Valley in that 3A league, it was a 2-hour drive everywhere.
So he said 5 hours everywhere. He said this drive up here today was, they left at noon, got here about 4:30, but they stopped in Fort Morgan, and they had brought Subway along and stopped at the park there and chilled out. And he said it wasn't a bad ride at all, and he enjoyed, he was talking to Coach Bowder and really telling him how great the hospitality had been for them since they got here, and the facilities, and he was very impressed. And it's been a good first half, Cole, and the Tigers up 14-13. What do you think Coach Bowder is talking about and Coach Busmetti talking about in the locker room that they want to see coming out here in the second half?
Well, I've been on both sides of these talks, playing both offense and defense. I can guarantee you right now, Coach Busmetti is preaching that 9-5-9 right now and making sure you don't break containment on the outside. You don't want to let up a lot of those big runs, and make sure you're reading your tackles and your guards and doing your reads all together. So you're worried about contain and doing your reads. That's pretty much right now all you're worried about, because it's early in the season. You're not worried about all these stunts and blitz packages. On the offensive side, Coach Bowder is preaching execution. Let's stop shooting ourselves in the foot with these offensive penalties. Let's go out there, play the football we know how to play, do your job, make some room, catch a ball, score some points.
And that's exactly what, and I mean, you'd be hearing that same thing in junior high, this level, college, or even in the pro ranks, exactly that very same message. Execute as the Tigers hit the tunnel running, and the Sterling faithful giving them a warm welcome as the Tigers coming out to warm up and get ready for this second half. I think exactly what you said is exactly that. If the Sterling Tigers have perfect execution in the game plan on offense here in the first half, they have at least 21, maybe 28 points on the board. And the defense, had the 9-5-9 rule and made containment, that 161-yard break on the far side would have never happened.
It never would have. And just a little quick note that the cheerleaders run out in front of the football team. When we were in high school, that didn't happen because after the first game, one got ran over.
Uh-oh.
And so that kind of stopped during the game. But once they saw us start to break our huddle, then they would start running, and they were already halfway down the tunnel anyway. So
yeah.
So it
was a matter of timing, is what you're saying?
Yes, and our cheerleaders at the time were still getting used to how fast the team was.
Yes.
And now I'm saying both of these teams are really quick.
Yeah.
And so cheerleaders, watch out if you're running in front of them.
Yeah. The Tigers out to stretch in the middle of the field as well as the Panthers, as they'll give them a 3-minute warm-up period to get stretched out before we get back to contact here. Coach Bowder meeting with the entire officiating crew at the 50-yard line, and I'm not sure what they're talking about, but there is some smiling going on. It's not all bad. So they are laughing and joking. So, okay. I thought maybe there was something wrong, but there's not. They're just out there chatting. Want to also promote tomorrow at 11 and 1 o'clock, doubleheader. The Sterling Lady softball team will be playing Lions. The Lions coming in 1-0. Sterling 2-2 on the season so far, as they will face Lions. Lions in their league now, as the Sterling Lady Tigers playing in that 3A league with Lions and Estes Park and all of those a whole different set of teams we're going to see this year, Cole.
They were in that 4A league last couple of years. That would have been the Northern Conference in the 4A.
Yeah, exactly. And I was telling somebody yesterday, we're going to have to get to games 2 hours early just to figure out where we're going to set up, because I've never been to these spots.
I can maybe tell you where a few of the fields are playing a couple of those teams during summer kind of expedition games, but I could not tell you really where you would set up as a broadcaster.
See, that's the thing. I could go in my sleep to the places we went in the last few years and knew exactly where we were going to go, what time we needed to be there. I didn't even wear my CHASA pass. They just knew who I was. Dane and I'd walk in, and we just went and set up. So we've got a new horizon this year, as we're going to go to some new teams. We also are going to be video and DVD on every broadcast that we go to. So tomorrow we'll be going live DVD and on the net tomorrow for those double headers out at Mason Field. Come out and join us and have some fun out there, or listen on KSTC, or stream it online and watch it on your computer at home or at work if you have to work tomorrow, as Sterling Lady Tigers trying to improve on their 2-2 season. As the Tigers chose to receive in the first half, they'll be kicking here in the second. As they take the field, it'll be Brendan Diaz putting the foot into the ball. Tigers up 14-13. The halftime brought to you by Pete's Farmers Co-op, your one-stop shop for pet foods, tires, and oil and service. 24-hour fuel wherever you travel through Pete's Farmers Co-op and Pete's. Also, you want to plan with Nelson Financial. Plan for retirement. Visit with Joel Nelson at 206 Main Street. Better to plan and not need it than to not plan and then need it. Deep kick by Diaz, going to be fielded at about the 8-yard line. Coming up and a handoff. Nope, he fakes the handoff. Ball on the ground. Ball around, who's got it? And diving on it, I think the Harrison Panthers able to pick it up.
Looked like Andrew Johnson was able to jump on it as he was falling forward.
They had a little fake reverse, and then the ball popped loose. So they're going to take over 1st and 10. The ball sitting on the 39-yard line as the ball popped forward. And you are correct, Cole. Andrew Johnson jumping on it. So almost a big play for the special teams for the Sterling Tigers to start off the second half. Walls comes in from the sideline, has his instructions. Wide receiver split to the near and the far side, that flex bone offense, as they call it. 3 backs in the backfield. In motion, Demetrius, and going to keep it himself as Walls. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2. We'll see where they mark it. As, again, Leachman and Gillen on the tackle.
Gillen, a sophomore. Cody Leachman, a senior.
Big defensive line standing in there right now for the Tigers. They're running the 3-4. Back up is Walls, under center. Demetrius in motion. He's going to get the pitch to the far side. Going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps his legs moving. Going to pick up 4 or 5. Nice job by Graves. Keep the legs moving as he was hit just past the line of scrimmage. And they're going to give him forward progress all the way out to the 45.5-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and a long 3 for the Panthers. If you're just joining us, it's the Tigers 14, the Panthers 13 here on the opening game, a home opener for the Sterling Tigers this year, as they're playing the Harrison Panthers out of Colorado Springs. Harrison moving right to left here on your radio dial and on Chassa.tv. Going to keep it, throwing it, getting pressure, coming to the near side. He's going to have to tuck it and run. Going to get close to that first down as he goes out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it.
Looks to be a little short.
A host of Tigers following him out of bounds. It looks like they got him about a yard short, but we'll see where they spot it as he goes out.
And they do have him short, 4th and 1.
The ball spotted at about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. They need to get to almost the 49-yard line for a first down. Going to go for it. Tigers stopped them the last time they tried this and went for it on 4th down. They come to the line. Walls now under center. Receivers split left and right, and they caught him off. Watch the ball.
That was Kyle Koch. Or Lyle Koch, excuse me.
They went on a delayed count and not watching the ball, wanting to get in there quickly. Tigers in the neutral zone and a first down on the penalty.
That will drive defensive coaches crazy. I know Coach Beardsley up here in the box, I guarantee he is he's steaming.
Yeah, I bet he is. Going to go to the far side this time. Wall's going to keep it. Falls forward, going to pick up 2, maybe 3. Getting off the tackle, McNear, Gillen, and Leachman. That'll bring up a second down and about 8. The ball sitting right on the 45-yard line of the Sterling Tigers. Tigers up 14-13, clock down to almost 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. The third quarter look at the scoreboard brought to you by your local associate, Aflac representatives Bob Mollendor and Daryl McCormick. Hurt or sick? Don't just sit there and take it. Call 522-2309. Ball going to be kept by Walls again, and he had nowhere to go as Cody Leachman was in on him quick.
Leachman playing that outside linebacker position for Coach Buzmeni.
The wind picking up a little bit out here on the field. The flag standing straight out coming from the south. So the Panthers into the wind right now. Throwing going to be a little more difficult into the wind as they have a 3rd and 8. Ball sitting on the 45-yard line. Big play for the Sterling defense. Demetrius in motion. He's going to throw. Going to throw a screen back to the near side. Darius has it. Should be a holding call. No call going to come. And Darius is going to get the first down. Progress was stopped, but they're going to give him the first down. The wide receiver here on the outside, number 12, had 2 fistfuls of jersey and no flag. The one time you think the flag should fly, it doesn't.
And good job by Jackson, the cornerback, to get shed off a blocker in that receiver who had the jersey and make an open field tackle.
So that'll bring up a first down, ball on the 35-yard line. Demetrius in motion. Demetrius Graves keeping it as Wall's got a hole and slips through, going to pick up 7 or 8. He got into the secondary, and a good thing Connor Carey was there. An open field tackle by Connor Carey just saved the touchdown as a pickup of 8 by Walls as he took it down the line on the far side, down to the right side, and cut it up and found a seam.
Connor Carey doing a good job coming off the weak side linebacker position and making a play. He's actually playing the Mike back, the stud, which is the strong side linebacker.
That ball, I think Walls kept. There was 3 in there. See who comes off the bottom of the pile. Yeah, Walls keeping the ball, going to be just enough for the first down. Colson Bacon with the tackle. Nice job by Colson Bacon in there. And we know that he has relatives listening on the World Wide Web. I want to say hi to them.
Hello, Colson Bacon's family.
Many states away as they are listening tonight.
Are they in Florida?
I think so. Yep. Handoff on the far side. Up the middle, breaks a tackle, and he could go. Oh, nice job on the outside. I don't know who caught him. Was that Jackson?
That was Colson Bacon once again.
Oh, it was Bacon on the outside. Bacon caught him. It was just a run up the middle, and he got stuffed, and then he cut it back to the outside, and he picks up about 15. That's going to bring up a first and
goal.
Is it goal? Did he get inside the 10?
Oh,
nope. Just outside the 10-yard line, I think.
First and 10 at the 12.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line. Colson Bacon saving the touchdown. Harrison knocking on the door. Wall's going to hand off, and this time no go. No go, and the Sterling faithful excited about that as the Sterling defense, there's your 9-5-9 right there. You got a Boozmetti like that one.
Coach Booz will love that.
That'll go on the highlight reel as they had him kind of reeling the defense. First and 10 from the 12-yard line and a loss of 2 yards as the defensive line and linebackers were all over that. We had sounds of the crowd. If you heard that scream, a young girl in front of us opening a ball, going to be picked off.
Diaz
got his arm up and got it. He's going for the sideline and steps out at the 48-yard line.
First turnover for the season by the Harrison Panthers. First forced turnover for the Tigers.
And no yellow flags. That's what I was looking for. Mr. Johnson on the PA and myself looking for the same thing. Were there yellow hankies anywhere? And there weren't. So the Tigers will take over first and 10. The ball on their own. They're going to say he stepped out at the 42-yard line.
Wow,
that was a long ways from where he stepped out.
That was very long ways. Sorry.
Didn't he step out up here about the 48?
I thought he was past the 50 when he stepped out.
Almost the 50. So anyway, we're going to take it at the 52. So we got the ball. We aren't going to care, I guess. Handoff inside. Leachman keeps his feet. Going to pick up 5 almost on first down, 4. We'll take 4 or 5 on first down every time. I think if you told the head coach for the Tigers, we're going to give you, Coach Batter, we're going to give you 4 yards on first down tonight every time, I think he would probably say, I'll take it. Tigers come to the line. Connor Carey split to the far side. Rose and Jackson split to the near side. Ball going to be handed off on the inside. No go this time as the Tigers met by a wall of Panthers as Avery Stutzman got the handoff, maybe picked up a yard. Going to be basically 3rd and 5, a short 5, long 4 for the Tigers. The ball resting on the 47.5-yard line, their own 47.5-yard line. Receiver split to the near and far. Jackson in the motion to the far side. Going to let him go through and reset. Going to change the play now. Audible at the line. The clock is ticking, and that is going to be a timeout called by the Tigers, I believe. I don't think they got to. Yep. The back judge was starting to make his count for delay a game, and the Tigers decided to call a timeout. First timeout of the second half by either team. With 4:19 left here in the third quarter, Tigers on top 14-13. And looks at the scoreboard here in the third quarter are brought to you by Pete's Farmers Cooperative, your one-stop shop for feed and delivery. Pete's Farmers Cooperative extremely proud of their new corn facility in Iliff, serving more of northeast Colorado. And Cole, so far here to start out the third quarter, what kind of grade would you give the Tigers on the adjustments they made at halftime?
Well, it's defensively, I give them about a B-, as they gave up a couple big runs, and they defensively, they had some mental errors. Offensively, I'm giving right now a C, because we haven't really seen anything yet other than a couple runs.
Ball going to be handed up the middle. Cody Leachman picks up the first down and a couple more as he just keeps his legs churning. He's a big back, a big strong kid, and one arm tackle not going to bring him down, Cole.
No, you got to get on a back his size. You need to get onto the legs.
Yeah, wasn't even close. Handoff on the end around to Jackson. He's got a hole on the far side. Picks up almost the first down. Going to give him 8 or 9 as he got a seam on the far side. Jordan Jackson going to get out to, they're going to give him 8. Resetting, where are they going to reset him at?
Give him 8.
Give him 8. So it'll bring up 2nd and 2, 8 yards on the carry. The ball going to be resting on the Panther 38-yard line.
If Jackson bounces that thing just a little more outside, he had a lead blocker and Leachman on the outside, and he could have gone the distance.
The pistol offense again, handoff on the inside. That's Skrjanik.
He'll get the first down on that run.
Skrjanik keeps his legs churning, and he's going to get the first down. Going to pick up 4, puts the ball inside the 35-yard line at the 34-yard line of the Panthers. Clock running with 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Tigers holding on to a 14-13 lead.
Harrison's Mario Garcia in on the last tackle. Good job by him to wrap up on the legs of Skrjanik, even though he was already past the first down.
Rose split to the near side. Gonna pass. Diaz back, throws to a spot in the middle. Skrjanik wide open, and he dropped the ball. Oh my gosh, he's gonna want to not see. He doesn't want to see that game film tomorrow.
He jumped when he didn't need to, as that was just right into the hands. Hey, unfortunately, you can't catch them all, but
nope,
very catchable ball. Next time, make the catch.
James had the touchdown down the middle seam as he's going to come out. He is very disappointed in himself, and coaches, both of them, met him at the sideline and said, hey, the very same thing Cole said. You're not going to catch them all. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get the next one. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10, handoff on the inside. Leachman breaks the tackle. He has a seam down the middle. They're finally going to wrap him up, but not before he picks up almost 20.
Another first down for this Tiger offense.
Cody Leachman with 19 yards on the run off tackle. He is a big bruising back, but when he gets into space, he has some speed. A timeout going to be called? Yes, a timeout called by Harrison. Harrison wanting to talk it over as the Tigers have some momentum going here with the ball resting on the 15-yard line. They're already ahead 14-13 with 2:46 left here in the third, and the Panthers wanting to stop this momentum.
Both teams doing a great job defensively, really, is after giving up a big play, coming back and getting one or two stops. It's just they need to get that third and fourth stop to go their way to get the game in their favor. Right now, I'm really impressed with the running of Cody Leachman for the Tigers, as he's really been a bruiser all game. He hasn't gone down easy. You got to hit him with 3 or 4 guys before he gets down to the turf.
He is a big back, and he's standing in the backfield once again. 1st and 10, ball sitting on the 15-yard line. They're going to give it to him. He breaks the tackle in the backfield and then goes through 2 more. They had him behind the line of scrimmage. He got through that tackle and gets 2 more to drag them across the line of scrimmage and picks up 2 yards. I mean, literally should have been stopped at least a yard deep, maybe 2 yards deep in the backfield. That brings up a 2nd and 8, ball sitting on the 13-yard line. Changing the play on the line of scrimmage, an audible being called.
Diaz getting his signs from Coach Tonchi.
The handoff goes to the near side. No, Diaz keeps it. Comes to the near side on the boot. They spread it out and tackle him. He's got a cramp. Diaz is dealing with a cramp.
Stretches out a little bit and heads right back to the huddle.
They stretched it out. Gain of 0. Zilch, nada, nothing. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. The ball sitting on the 12, 13-yard line.
Hey, Mike,
14.
In German, that's null.
Null?
Null.
No. Big down here for the Sterling offense. 3rd and 8. 2 receivers to the near side. He's going to throw. Little hitch route back to the outside, and he had him open. As Carey hitched it to the inside, then turned back to the outside, and he was open. Diaz unable to hit the target. And that'll bring up a 4th. I'm sorry, did I miss one?
A 3rd down.
I thought it was 4. It is 4th down. It's 4th down.
I was going to say.
Yeah, we got all the officials holding up 4th down. There we go. Okay. I was thinking we had Colorado and Kansas all over again. All right. 4th down. Tigers going to go for it. Diaz going to split out now, and that's going to leave all alone in the backfield James Skurjanik. 3 receivers trips to the far side. Diaz on the near side. 4th down and 12. He's going to be rushed, going to split out, and hot from behind by Darius Graves. He's got speed.
You got to get a body on him on the outside before you can turn the corner, because he was definitely there in time with enough room to spare.
He's playing that outside backer position and just has a lot of speed. Skurjanik comes to this side, but coming from the far side to catch him from behind was Graves. Turned over on downs to the Panthers. 1:11 left here in the third. Tigers up by 1. Pitch to the far side to Demetrius Graves. He keeps his legs churning, going to have the 1st down, as the arm tackles of the Tigers not enough to bring him down.
One thing you can't do with a speedy back like Graves is you can't miss tackles, because if you miss one, you got a chance that he will break another one, and he's already got a full head of steam and the speed to make the secondary look silly.
Cody Leachman out. He got a stinger on his right arm, and he's out here on the sideline trying to get that worked out. Wall's going to keep it. Got a seam on the far side, so a pickup of 11 and a pickup of 8 on 2 consecutive downs for the Panthers.
And Rose out there as a safety making the stop.
Checking back in, Cody Leachman. He just needed it down to get that worked out in his right arm. But it's 2nd and 8. The ball resting on the 33-yard line, and whistles. I don't know what is going on. What do we have? Not sure.
Just letting the officials get into position.
Okay, now we're ready to play. The umpire was not in the right spot. Hand off to the near side. Darius has a slot. A flag going to be thrown. I think we have a holding call. We'll see. More hankies on the line judge on this side throwing the hanky. I think they got holding on the Panthers. Where that flag is would back them up 10 yards and replay 2nd down, but it'd be 2nd and about 13. I say you take it.
You push them back.
Push them back. I don't think you give them 3rd and 3 or whatever, 3rd and 2. I think you give them 2nd and 13 or whatever it works out to be here.
And they're going to take the penalty.
Yes. Push them back.
That'll make it 2nd and 2 sticks.
Got double sticks to go by. It's about 2nd and 14 is what it works out to be. Ball resting now on the 22-yard line of the Panthers. 2 seconds down, and that, folks, is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Tigers going to go into the 4th quarter with a 14-13 lead. We'll be back right after this to see how this finishes up. You're listening to Tiger Football on Chassa.tv, on ColoradoPreps.tv, and, of course, on 1230 KSTC.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source. Keller. We're back for the last quarter of action here on the opening night for the Sterling Tigers. They lead 14-13. And on 2nd and 14, the pass comes into the flat to Demetrius Graves. Skurjanik going to make a nice open field tackle, but not before Demetrius picks up about 10 on 2nd down. That'll bring up a manageable 3rd down for the Panthers. Nice open field tackle by James Skurjanik.
It's about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, depending on how you want to look at the spot.
At least a manageable 3rd down now for the Panthers. A big down for the Sterling Tiger defense. They hold here. I got to think that the Panthers won't go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Walls under center. Trips to the left. He fakes. They're going to try to go for the deep. They got pressure on him. He's rolling out to the left side now. An open field tackle. Nice tackle. Was that Cody?
That was Cody.
Cody Leachman, and also 55, that's Bacon. Bacon in on the tackle along with Cody Leachman brings up 4th and 4. He picked up maybe a half a yard. Nice job, and they are going to be in punt formation. Weingart deep for the Tigers. Wall, the quarterback. You got to be careful. He's the quarterback. You got to be careful here. I wouldn't like to see a fake, but it's possible. It is a fake. They're going to throw to the near side and caught, and a first down. I thought it might be happening, and it did.
And Cody Leachman saving a huge gain tackle, as that would have been gone for at least 40 yards because Weingart was nowhere near Graves on that play.
They brought Demetrius Graves all the way across the formation, across the middle. He got lost in the shuffle and rolled a little bit to the right, did Walls, and had the pass, picks up about 15, 19 yards on the play. A first down, the ball sitting on the 47-yard line of the Tigers. I just had a feeling, Cole, that may be what was happening. They hand off this time inside to Demetrius. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8.
And that's going to be about a 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, the Graves brothers, a 1-2 punch for these Harrison Panthers.
Graves brothers, cousins,
or whatever.
relatives.
Exactly. I'm assuming brothers, could be cousins, but I'm telling you what, they're a 1-2 punch.
Or just people with the same last name.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, sorry. I don't go that far. I'll go to cousins, but I don't know that I'd go just, no.
I think they're brothers. They are in the same grade.
Ball comes to the near side. Rose gets run over by Demetrius Graves in the first down easily. Tried to tackle him up high. Ethan, tackle lower.
Got to go low.
Got to go low.
Especially when a guy outweighs you by 50 pounds.
Exactly. He's still adjusting his face mask, as his face mask went right into the sternum, and he went right over him. That brings up the first down. Ball sitting on the 35-yard line of the Tigers. The 1-point lead by Sterling looking like it might be in jeopardy here, as the handoff on the inside, a pickup of 3 or 4. Demetrius Graves again.
3 run plays by by Graves, 3 tackles by Rose.
And a pickup of 8. So a pickup of 19, a pickup of 8, a pickup of 8. Not looking real good for the Sterling defense right now. They need to stiffen right here.
Now, I can tell you from experience that this is a tough quarter to play in your first game, because you are not completely in-game shape.
Nope, you're not. And stamina, although you've been running a lot in two-a-days and stuff, it's not the same as playing in the game.
Because when you're in practice, you are not really allowed to hit your teammates as hard as you would as in a game, where you're getting punished in this game more and more, and it takes a toll on you, and it's going to take 1 or 2 more games before this team is completely in game shape.
3rd and 3, handoff. Nice job on the inside, but he doesn't get the tackle. He does slow him down. Leachman cut through in the middle, had him stopped 2 yards deep. Demetrius Graves gets through the tackle, slows him down. He does pick up a yard and a half. That's going to bring up 4th and about 2. Cody Leachman in there quickly and had him stopped, just couldn't wrap him up. And they're going to go for it. This is the play of the game right here with 7 minutes left in the 4th. The ball in almost the red zone, 4th and 2. Wall's going to keep it. Looks to throw. Throws over the middle. Oh, incomplete. He had him open just a little behind him, but it went through Demetrius Graves' hands, and the Tigers will take over. Wow. Cole, that was, he was open.
That was a great break for the Tigers, as there was no one in front of him between the chalk line of a end zone and where he would have got that ball.
Well, and, turn the clock back to the 3rd quarter, and James Skrjanik drops one almost in the same exact spot. And so both teams got a little luck here. Tigers take over. The ball sitting on the 27-yard line. Handoff to the second back, which was Leachman. He keeps his legs going. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage and just kept his legs a churning, going to pick up 3 or 4 on second effort.
And he's got a second and manageable 6 for the Tigers.
Picks up 4 on first down as he was literally stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he said, I don't think so. Tigers to the line. Ball on the 31-yard line. 2 backs now behind him as he's going to throw. Diaz has protection across the middle. The ball looked like it was tipped. Looked like it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Falls harmlessly to the turf. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 6. Diaz back to the huddle. Clock down to 6 minutes. 4 seconds left in the game. Tigers up by 1. Would love to get an opening round win. They haven't won their first game in several years, the first opener. Little option. Cody Leachman bobbles the ball, gets through 1 tackle, and is going to make it back, not quite to the line of scrimmage as he bobbled the pitch. That was almost disastrous right there, Cole.
That was a good job by Leachman to keep his feet on that first defender and then get through on past nearly to the line of scrimmage.
Had he lost that ball on that pitch when he bobbled it, the Panthers would have been in business in Tiger territory at about their own 10-yard line. Short kick goes to the far side, bounces and gets a Panther bounce.
And we got a flag on the play.
Let's hope it's against the Panthers, please. We haven't seen as many hankies here in the second half.
Maybe that's what Coach Bowder was talking to the officials about during halftime.
Like, guys, you're not going to get out of here until midnight, and these guys still have to drive back to Colorado Springs.
And that's a long drive. In the middle of the night.
So I haven't seen any indication on either side as to where this is going. The official now, the referee coming to the middle of the field and talking with his whole crew. It looks like it's going to be
holding against the receiving team.
So it's Panther ball, although I don't think that's correct. It was after, so they're going to say the hold was after the punt was away?
I do believe so.
Okay. So they're going to say the change of possession had occurred. They're going to give Panther football on their 42-yard line with 5:21 left here in the fourth, and the Tiger defense going to have to come up big again. Holding on to a 1-point lead. They got 5:21 on the clock to worry about right now. Walls brings them to the line of scrimmage. He's going to come to the near side and then pitch. It's on the ground, and falling on it finally was Walls. Demetrius Graves could not get to it. Walls able to fall on it, Todd Walls, but that's going to be a lost goal of about 10 yards.
Rockies score coming in. If they're playing the Padres, they in the top of the 8th, they trail 4-3, just to let you know. I know a lot of fans out there are Rockies fans as well, and 10-yard loss on the play brings up second and 20.
Second and 20 as Walls comes under center. 3 receivers to the far side. He's going to throw, has to throw quick. Ball in the air, and nice job. He's done that twice tonight on tipped balls. Peppers was able to catch it, basically no gain on the play. And we have a cramp. Somebody from the Tigers, I can't see a number, 72, that's McNair, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. He's just got
He's got a cramp. They're trying to stretch out his calf muscle. It's still warm, folks. It's hot out here. They've been playing hard, trying to keep hydrated, but he's got a cramp in that right calf muscle.
And Dr. Bacon out there to help along.
It's always nice to have a doctor standing on the sidelines.
Dr. Jeff Bacon, always good about coming out to these games. He was always on the sideline when I was playing, making sure that everybody didn't get hurt too much, as they're going to lay McNear on the sideline and say, hey, let's stretch out this calf real quick.
Let's pull that toe down towards your face and give you some relief, hopefully.
Tell me if that hurts. Well,
Exactly.
It hurts the whole time.
Exactly. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers as they come to the line. They have 5 receivers in a spread offense. 1 back behind Walls. He's going to throw. Receivers into the pattern. Shot up and tipped away last second by Rose as they were trying to get Darius down the middle seam, and a flag on the field again.
Flag comes in late. Not sure why, but that was defensively by Rose, that was a high-risk, high-reward kind of play.
It was. If he doesn't get a finger on that, and Darius is able to pull that down, the Tigers are trailing.
You know, Rose came up, tips it, and I'm pretty sure it went off the fingertips of Darius Groves as well.
I mean, we're looking. They're saying it's against the Panthers, and they're going over to talk to Coach Mello, who is not so mellow right now. Not sure exactly what the call was, but I can tell you we haven't seen an initial indication, but he's all the way out in the middle of the field.
As they're saying a legal receiver downfield, maybe, and Coach Mello is all the way out to midfield.
Yeah, you can't do that. That should be a flag automatically.
And that will bring up 4th down, so they're going to say decline the penalty, so it will be an illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield. It's a loss of down, so it's 4th down, and they back him up. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about Pete's. About have to go to Pete's. Weingart deep. He should get good field position here, should the Tigers. Walls with the punt. Good punt. Drives him back to the 28-yard line. Weingart comes to the near sideline at the 40. At the 45, cuts it up, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at midfield. Tigers going to take over with good field position. And this is a field position game right now, leading by 1. Tigers need to get a 1st down here and keep the clock running.
And if Sterling can just drive down and get a score here, it still makes it a 1-possession game.
Right now, if the Tigers can just hold on to the ball and get a couple 1st downs here, run this clock out, they could win by 1. If they score, it really puts something on the Panthers. Pistol offense, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff inside. Leachman, you know he's hanging on to the ball for dear life. Driving his legs, going to pick up 7.
He's going to pick up 8 or 9.
7 or 8, depending on where they spot this. Leachman just wrapped up the ball with 2 hands and kept churning.
And good job by the line of Sterling just to get down there. And
this game, Cole has won in the trenches, and right there the Sterling Tiger offense drove the Panthers back for 8 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 2. Handoff again to Leachman. He's going to get stuffed just short of the 1st down, I think. Going to stop him just short. Going to bring up a 3rd and a short 1. The ball on the ground, so the clock continues to run.
3rd and 2 once again. So a short, manageable.
The clock now under 3 minutes. Tigers going to have to maybe do something besides just up the middle. We'll see here. Ball resting on the 43-yard line. Long count. Fake, and Diaz has it on the boot. He's going to be run out of bounds or caught. Stay in bounds. Good job. Clock going to run. Loss on the play. and a timeout immediately called by the Panthers.
And that'll leave them with one timeout left here in the final quarter of play.
2:27 left on the clock. The Tigers ahead 14-13, and that look at the scoreboard. You don't want to miss the Injury Access Show every Saturday morning on Saturday Morning Sports Show from 7:30 to 10 on 104.7 King FM. Marla from the training room at Total Access helps us better understand injuries. And don't forget, you want to get all your DVDs from any of the games we broadcast with live video online at www.bigtimesmalltown.com. Big Time Small Town Media is a group of local broadcasters proud to bring you the big time to the small town. And right up above me, Roger running the camera. We're burning a DVD of tonight's game. If that's something you would like to see, just get a hold of Ben at Big Time Small Town. You can go online and order your DVDs. Well, 2:27 left here in the fourth quarter. A fourth down and about 8 for the Tigers. Diaz back in punt formation. A great time to put something deep on this punt, Brendan. Peppers, the speedy wide receiver, standing back to receive the punt. Tigers going to spread out now. Trips, or no, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side.
As they're running the play, Stutzman.
Looks like they're going to run Stutzman looking for. They're going to put in motion to the far side. Now back to Diaz. Quick kick. Nice punt as it's going to go in the air. Pepper's going to run away from it. Takes a Panther bounce, but the Tigers going to smother it at the 25-yard line. They were trying to get Peppers to come up so that he couldn't field it and put a play on it, and that's exactly what happened. Peppers was unable to readjust in time, and the punt effective. 25-yard line, the Panthers will take over. They've got to go 75 yards
to take a lead.
To take a lead as they are down by 1, 14-13 with 2:21 left here in the game.
And don't put it past this Harrison Panther team because they have already gone 61 on one play.
On one play, and they've got the speed. They got Peppers to the far side. He's got a lot of speed, and then they got both of Demetrius and Darius. Darius going to get this one to the far side. He's got a seam and a blocker. Going to pick up 7, 8 before he's tackled. Luckily, the clock going to run because it was a running play, and he stays in bounds.
And he doesn't get the first down.
And somebody is hurt, and the clock is going to stop. And I'm not sure. It looks like a Tiger. Is it a Tiger? Is it a... Can't tell. I know Doc Bacon, out there taking a look. It looks like the training staff completely from the Panthers, so I got to assume it's a Panther out there.
It is a Panther. It is Groves.
Is it Groves?
And Doc Bacon, very good about helping both teams out no matter what. Always concerned with injuries is Doc Bacon. Got to give him as much credit as we can.
Yes, and he is up. Oh, it is Demetrius Graves, and Demetrius not putting any weight on that left leg.
Is actually Darius Graves.
Oh, that was Darius. You're
Darius
right, 40.
Number 40.
That's Darius, but he's putting no weight on that left leg at all.
And gotta give all our trainers and doctors the credit that they're due. Dr. Jeff Bacon, Marla Tappy over at Total Access, Mark McDonald, and Shane Kyle at McDonald and Kyle Physical Therapy.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 1, 1:54 as the clock runs. I don't know if he got it. We'll have to see the spot. It's close.
And judging from the spot, it looks like he may have got a first down.
The ball was ripped out, but I think it was after he had his forward progress. They're going to stop the clock, and this is going to be a measurement. Now we got another injury.
And
That's McNair.
And it looks to be the same foot or same calf that he had hurt early. Actually, it is his other calf.
No, it was his right one. This is his left one now.
And this may be more of a rolled ankle in the pile.
They do give him the first down. The ball resting right on the 35-yard line. 1:47 left on the clock. Tigers up by 1. Receiver split to the near side and far side. Walls under center. Clock runs. Peppers, they're going to throw down the middle of the field and incomplete. They had the seam down the middle. That was Demetrius Graves. Through his hands. That was a pretty good pass by Walls. Hit him in the hands.
And it looked more like it was behind him more than anything.
If anything, maybe just a little behind him. Walls comes back to the huddle, has his play from the coach on the far sideline. Receivers near and far. And a slot back, and that is Demetrius Graves. Going to throw. Goes back, has some pressure, comes to the near side, throws over the middle, caught by Demetrius Graves for the first down. That'll stop the clock. What are they saying here? A catch? Nope. Rose said he came up with the ball, but the ball was complete and he was down before the strip. So the ball moving close to the 50 down at the Panther 47-yard line. Clock runs at 1:32 after the chains are set. Down to 1:25 as they get to the ball. Walls under center, trip receivers to the far side. He's back to throw again. No pressure whatsoever. Deep ball. Peppers has a step, but it's over his head. Brendan Diaz had the coverage, but Peppers had got behind him.
They took 12 seconds before they snapped a ball.
I know, a long time.
And it's 20 seconds before the play was dead.
Yep, they took a long time in the huddle. The dead ball on the incompletion stops the clock at 1:12. Walls getting the play. Comes back to the huddle. Tigers need to come up big right here. 2nd and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. They're taking a long time. I'd have to think the count going to start here in a second by the back judge. There it goes. And they're going to have to call a timeout.
And
timeout called by the Panthers.
That'll be their final timeout of the half.
That's their 3rd and final timeout, as they just took too long getting that play initiated. So the Tigers know if they can keep the ball in the field of play and keep them out of the end zone, the clock is going to run. No timeouts for the Panthers. All the scoring in the first half. 14-13, Tigers on top. Tigers scored and missed the extra point. They were able to score again in the second quarter and made the 2-point conversion. And that was a good thing because after the second score by the Panthers, the kick was no good. And the Tigers hold on to a slim 1-point lead here through the whole second half. As we come out of the timeout, Colson Bacon on the line. He's replaced McNair. 1:12 left in the game.
McNair pumped up on the sideline.
2nd and 10. Ball going to be thrown. He's going to get sacked. A big, huge sack by Connor Carey. Connor came on the blitz from the near side, and Walls never saw him.
Blindsided, and Connor Carey, good form tackle, making sure no one gets in the way of him.
McNair checks back in, Bacon out. Ball going to be back again. Carey going in again and gets a hit on him, and a pick. The throw picked on the far side. Who is it?
Skurjanek is going to take it. Gets hit by his own man.
He gets hit on the far side, takes it all the way down to the 18-yard line, and that is going to wrap this baby up, I think, for the Tigers.
And Skurjanek is sprinting, and then he just gets pancaked by Colson Bacon.
Colson Bacon and Skurjanek go up to bump in midair, And I tell you who won the contest.
We're having bacon for dinner.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have to see that on the replay.
Everybody buy a
get
DVD
the
just
DVD.
for that.
Get the DVD and watch that.
Just
right
for
there.
that.
That was amazing. Nice pick. It was set up by Connor Carey. Connor Carey again running in and flying into the backfield. Walls had to get rid of it quick, and when he threw it to the far side, James Skurjanik was right there. Takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line with 36 seconds on the clock. The Tigers just need to take a knee here.
And victory formation
And
for the
that's it.
Tigers.
Tigers going to kneel on it. They cannot stop the clock. They have no timeouts. Do the Panthers. The ball is going to be reset.
He's 2nd and 12. Well,
Second and about 14.
14.
The ball put ready for play, and that's going to be your ball game as the helmets come off. 17 seconds going to tick off the clock, but the Sterling Tigers going to win their home opener. The opener of the season against the Panthers of Harrison High School from Colorado Springs. The Sterling Tigers win 14-13, 3-2-1, and that's your ball game. The Sterling Tigers start the 2012 campaign with a victory. Nice job, Sterling. Nice job, Harrison, as they played a nice game as well. We'll be back to wrap things up right here on your home for Sterling Tiger Sports on Chassa.tv, on ColoradoPreps.tv, and, of course, on your local radio station, 1230 KSTC.
Kellogg Ewing Levitt Insurance Group is your first and only stop for all of your insurance needs, including health, home, auto, farm and ranch. Kellogg Ewing Levitt can also provide you with professional and general liability bonds. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, going the extra mile for their clients, and they can do the same thing for you. Call Kellogg Ewing Levitt today to receive a no-obligation quote on your insurance needs. 522-4840. That's 522-4840. Kellogg Ewing Levitt, with offices located at 119 North 3rd Street here in Sterling.
Playing sports our daily life baseball. We're not all prepared for all aspects of our lives. That's why we have to rely on
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
One of the benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $26 million in patronage dividends. Call us if you want to be part of a local, member-owned and controlled cooperative that understands agriculture. We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage dividend program. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4. Big
Been a long time since the Tigers have won their opener.
Oh, yes. All right, 5 seconds, Mike set.
Welcome back to Tiger Field. As a jubilation on the field. The Tiger faithful and the Tigers out there celebrating as a home opening win for the Sterling Tigers to start off the 2012 campaign, a hard-fought contest as the Sterling Tigers win 14-13. All the scoring in the first half. And Cole, it's exciting to watch that happening right out there.
Yes, it is. And I can tell you the last time an opening win happened, 2007, actually it would be the fall of 2006, a win over Ogallala at Ogallala was the last time the opening win happened for Sterling.
That's a long time in the happening. And, you know, I got to give Harrison credit. They played a good game tonight. And the Tigers just able to prevail. All the scoring in the first half as our postgame show is brought to you by Nelson Financial. You definitely want to plan for the game. Plan for your retirement. Visit with Joel at Nelson Financial, 206 Main in Sterling. Better to plan and not need it than to need it and not have a plan. And the Tigers had a plan tonight. They came out and executed that plan. Was it perfect? No. They shot themselves in the foot a couple times, but I'll tell you what, we saw some plays tonight out of the Tigers that I haven't seen in a long, long time. The playbook was opened up early as the Tigers had a double reverse flea flicker is basically what it was, that picked up about 30 yards right before Leachman went into the end zone, but that was the second score. The first score of the game came with 7:15 left in the first quarter as Diaz on a 3-yard run got into the end zone on the south end zone. The kick, however, failed, and the Tigers were on top 6-0. The Harrison Panthers would answer 3 minutes later at 4:02 in the first quarter on a 61-yard run around the far side, the left side, by Darius Graves. He took off and did not stop till he was in the end zone. The kick was good, and the Tigers trailed 7-6. Tigers remained 1 point down until 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in that second quarter. After the double reverse flea flicker, the throw from Connor Carey caught by Scourge. Who caught that?
That was
Scourge?
No, it was actually
who caught it?
Kyle Weingart.
It was Weingart. Weingart caught that after the double reverse flea flicker. He was tackled immediately at the 14-yard line, and on the next play, the handoff up the middle to Leachman, and Leachman bowls over about 4 people and drags them into the end zone, goes in on his own power, did not get tackled, went 14 yards for the score. They went for 2. On an interesting play, they had Diaz in the backfield. He split out to the far side, to the near side. That left Skurjanik alone in the backfield. Skurjanik rolls to the near side and hits Cody Leachman coming across the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the Tigers take a 14-7 lead. The Panthers would not go away quietly, though, as they would come down with 3 minutes and 17 left in the first half, and Darius Graves on a 2-yard run for the touchdown. That was set up by a roughing the passer call on 3rd down and 4. An incomplete pass. It would have been 4th down, but a roughing the passer call on the Tigers puts 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, and the Panthers able to put it in the end zone. However, as Walls went back to kick the extra point, he caught it and got a hook shot on it. It hooked left, did not go through the upright, and the Tigers held on to a 14-13 lead going into halftime. Both teams had opportunities in the second half, but were unable to put anything in the end zone, and the Tigers with a big pick at the end to seal the victory, and the Sterling Tigers with a home opening victory win 14-13, Cole, and it's a great feeling to have that home opener under your belt with a W.
And that is a great feeling that happened twice in my career here at Sterling, and it felt good. And you know what? And that's a good sign coming out as a 2A team and playing the 3A Harrison, and now you just got to look forward.
Yeah,
you got to forget about
momentum.
this. You got to forget about this game and look forward to next week against Mountain View.
You take the momentum that you get from this game, you take the good things away, you take the film and learn from your mistakes. And they did have some mistakes tonight. We talked about the good things, but there were some things tonight that kind of shot the Tigers in the foot, and those were the yellow hankies on the field.
And, you know, they're going to talk about that over in film on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're going to talk about all of that and make sure that that doesn't happen as quite as often as it did.
You know, the Tigers came out, executed their game plan, did a nice job on defense as well, as the Sterling Tiger defense came up big, and none bigger than right at the end of the game when Connor Carey gets a blindside sack and drops him about 12 yards in a loss, and then gets in on the very next play right in the face of Walls, and Walls had to throw it early. And when he let it go, standing on the other end, there was a number 5 with a black uniform. And that was James Skurjanik. Skurjanik takes it about 45 yards down the right sideline, gets knocked out at about the 15-yard line, and that seals the victory for the Sterling Tigers. And we need to name a couple of big players tonight. I want to talk about our shining performer of the contest, brought to you by Dr. Robert Patton. He's been making the smiles of your area athletes shine for more than 30 years. Proud to do just that. Your smile will shine and shine as bright as tonight's shining performance of the contest with Dr. Robert Patton, a proud supporter of all our area athletes and their smiles. And we talked about it off air, Cole. Not hard to pick for me and you the shining moment or shining moments of this game, and they came right at the end of the fourth quarter.
And they came back-to-back, and I guarantee you the shine on this kid's smile when this happened is so bright right now. And that'd be Connor Carey with a blindside sack, and then coming in, getting a hit on a quarterback, forcing an interception to seal a Tiger win.
And that's our shining performer of the contest. Let's talk a little bit about our reliable player of the game. This individual was just a stud out there tonight for the Sterling Tigers, going both ways, and we mentioned his name all night long. The reliable player of the game brought to you by Reliable Plumbing. Give George a call at 970-522-5592. When you got plumbing or heating problems, he's called Reliable for a reason. He's been so reliable, he's named the reliable player of the game more than 2,000 times since 2005. Thank you, George, for being reliable. Don't forget, give him a call at 970-522-5592 when you need reliable service for plumbing and heating issues. And Cole, it's, again, not hard to pick our reliable performer of the contest. His name was on our lips all night long.
And that would have been the running back linebacker of Mr. Leachman. Cody Leachman is our reliable player of the game, thanks to George. Also, once again, I think that's like number 2,566.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, he's been reliable for us just forever. And we want to thank George out there. What a great game for the Tigers. What a great game, Cole, to come and do tonight. What is this, 4 years from the last time you did a Tiger game with me?
This game, the first game of the season 4 years ago, was the last time I broadcast with Mike Murphy.
Yeah.
And the last time I broadcast and watched a Sterling High football game.
Because you have been all over the place, especially on the western slope.
I've been to Grand Junction, West Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia. I am now in western Nebraska, so...
Yeah, you're going to be calling one of NJC's rivals up at western Nebraska. You're going to be on the air up there, going to be helping us out for the next couple weeks. Want to talk about, before we get off the air tonight, the schedule for the Sterling Tigers football team, as they... we talked about the game tonight, obviously, and they go to Mountain View in Loveland next week. Mountain View, the number 1 ranked team, I believe, in 4A right now. So the Tigers going to have to crank it up even another notch next week. Then they're at Platte Valley, at Strasburg, home against Valley, at University, home against Fort Lupton, home against Brush, and then they finish the season at Eaton. So none of those teams that I named to you are pushovers. They're going to have a tough season all year. And the Tigers started off with a victory. Don't forget, tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock, we have the Sterling Lady Tigers softball team as they have a doubleheader out at Mason Field against the Lions coming in. The Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. But the Lions coming in 1-0 on the season. Sterling 2-2 so far. So if you want to come out to Mason Field and enjoy it and listen to, bring your digital along and listen to us, or if you have to go to work or you're at home, you can get it live on the internet at ChastitTV.com or on ColoradoPrepsTV.com, as Roger will be out there helping us film tomorrow as well. Or you can listen to us right here on 1230 KSTC, as the Lady Tigers are going to put it on the line in a doubleheader tomorrow.
And join us next week as well, as between Sterling and Brush, Sterling Fort Morgan here on 1230 KSTC in volleyball.
Yes, we got volleyball Tuesday, volleyball Thursday, football Friday, and then a huge NJC volleyball tournament coming up next weekend. And so we've got sports coming out your ears anytime you want to get on and listen. You know, it's the team of Big Time Small Town that's going to put it out there for you. We want to thank you tonight for watching online, for listening to us. Cole, thank you for doing color tonight. Appreciate that. Had a great time. Roger, thanks for running the camera tonight. Mike, want to thank you for running the board back there and keeping us on the straight and narrow and working out some technical difficulties for us early on. Want to thank you for listening. We had a great time. It's Labor Day weekend. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you in the morning. And if you don't hear us in the morning, we'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend from all of us here at 1230 KSTC.
All clear?
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Yep. All right. Talk later.
Bye.